Good evening and welcome to our coverage from Durban Fields.
Down in the middle looking at conditions. And the ground staff have set up a very fair wicket. Any laps...
Good evening everyone and welcome to Sydney Showground Stadium. You join us for this T20 between Victoria and the Aliens. I'm Mike Atherton and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. So I've been taking a look at the conditions to see what the captains might decide at the toss. And I think with this surface there's a little bit there for batters and bowlers alike. The ground staff have done a brilliant... They're going to have a bowl. Not too surprising given the conditions.
Players look ready, the umpires are in position for the first ball, the bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
They'll get at least one. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Picked up a single, first ball of the innings. Victoria are now underway.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it. A couple on offer here. Well placed, should get a single. Got right in behind it.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
End of the over. Victoria are none for 7. Howell coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Misses everything.
Sutherland shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Archibald from the university end. Good bit of timing there.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and just powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
finds the fielder with that shot.
Shot.
Yes.
Solid defence, very compact.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Cook takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep.
Could be close. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yeah, yep.
There'll be runs here.
More decisive running may have gotten them two. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs a direct hit. Loud shout. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yeah, yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Howell shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep. No.
Not a great delivery, got it full, and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Howell with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up. That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
11 runs added there. Victoria are 2 for 33.
Yes.
Edge, unplayable. Now then, was there a feint edge? That's out. Caught.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Edwards will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Sweetly hit down the ground. They'll be hard-pressed to stop it.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yes.
Quick onto that in the infield. Massive chance.
just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Edwards, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yes.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Let it come right under their eyes, but just didn't quite time it.
7 runs added in that over. Victoria are 3 for 40. Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the press box end.
Yes.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Some width on offer, but didn't throw the bat at it and just made sure of the cut shot.
Yes.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Edge! What a ball! Caught, gone.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it would be moving to a big score, and it's not to be.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Right there.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Gone, played all around it.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Allen won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Rashid, the spinner, coming into the attack.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Ball's in.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Well bowled. Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Yep. Wait.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah. Bowler.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Nice bowling.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep. No.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yes.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Yeah.
There'll be one run here for them.
Yes.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Taken. A really good one too.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Well bowled.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yes.
Oh, that was strong running. They did think about the third, but I think rightly they held off.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
Keeper.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yes.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Cobain has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Ball is in.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Yeah. Bowler.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for two. Super shot that.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yeah.
They'd look for a couple here.
Ball's in.
A couple on offer here.
Yes.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yes. Bowler.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Rashid from the university end.
Yeah.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yeah.
Poor fielding. Chose the wrong end entirely for what should have been a simple run out.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keep moving. Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yes.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decisive running might have got them 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
10 runs added in that over. Victoria are 7 for 95. The right armour is coming into the attack from the press box end.
Yes.
There'll be runs here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah. How's that?
Nicked it. Now then, was there a feint edge?
How's that?
Good catch. Out.
It's a start and out. Cobain walks off frustrated at having gotten in and now has to go.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper's end.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
Some adjustments to the field.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Big edge. Confident appeal. Could it be? That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Chase, I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yeah.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yes.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Steered away nicely. Let the ball do all the work for them. Nicely played for 4.
Over. Victoria are 8 for 123. Start. The left armour is coming on to bowl from the press box end. Edge. What a ball. Big shout. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Please give them a warm welcome.
Yes.
Solid defence, very compact.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Ball's in.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
got right in behind it. Chance!
Go!
Nice solid defensive shot. 4 runs added in the over. Victoria are 9 for 127. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the university end.
Yeah!
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep.
Ease. There'll be runs here.
Keep us in! Yeah!
They've picked the gap.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
2 full. Got what it deserved.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yeah!
Into the gap. Nice shot.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display. Very solid. I think this is just the start.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the press box end.
Yeah!
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowlers!
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Nice bowling.
There'll be one run here for them.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yes.
Chance to run two.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out.
Nice
Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor. Really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
Chase back on now. Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yes.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Catch it.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Drives and misses everything.
Chase is looking good. Found some rhythm, really challenging the batter now.
End of the over. Victoria are 9 for 153. Straight to the fielder. Strong appeal. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes. No.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keepers!
Ah, mix up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
Gone right through the defences. The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the easiest total to chase. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate. Didn't get anywhere near the first ball of the innings.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
A little late on that, no run scored.
There'll be runs here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Rashid comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Huge appeal.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Archibald is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Archibald, ready to face their first ball, really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the university end. Edwards from the university end.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Russo has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Super piece of timing.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Nice one.
Russo shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Edged it. Bowler is confident on this one. That's just outrageous.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Chase, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Beaten on the drive.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
8 runs added in that over. The Aliens are 3 for 9.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Great one.
The slower ball just missed the bat and the stumps.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Tickner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Well bowled.
Got hit to the boundary last ball and comes back with a dot.
Solid defence, very compact.
Yeah.
Got right in behind it. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Yeah.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Nice one. Yeah, yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Gotcha.
Nice shot.
Well, this is why you need to be so precise as a bowler. Didn't do much wrong, but it's been hammered for 4 anyway.
Well bowled.
Edwards with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Great one.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
6 runs added in the over. The Aliens are 3 for 20. Tickner coming into the attack from the press box. End. Misjudged that. He takes a hit on the body. And gone! Simple catch in the cordon.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Gone! Another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. Person is heading back to the pavilion.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Nobody likes to come out to face a hat-trick ball. You feel for any batter that has to go through this experience.
Yeah.
Finds the edge. Loud shout. Done it. The crowd are going wild.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Loud appeal. They're thinking long and hard on this one. It's close, but I think it's hitting.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? We won't be seeing a change of decision, just as we suspected, and they have to go now.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
They've got to go without scoring. This is a real purple patch for the bowler. They've got one of the main batters out, LBW.
Misses everything.
Great bowling, really hitting their straps.
Gave them very little in that over, 1 run added. The Aliens are 7 for 21.
A bit of a change up in the field now. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Captain's going to change things around in the field. Weiss shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Great work. Didn't look like getting anywhere near that initially.
Nice way to get off the mark. A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle. A few moves made in the field. Edwards has probably gotten away with that one. The umpire hesitated but decided against calling it a wide.
Edwards ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. Tickner having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far, and just 1 more to get 5 in this innings. Been some great bowling in this innings so far. Just need 1 more to really top it off.
Catch it!
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Bad decision. Making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Catch it!
Time that brilliantly.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Great one.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. A couple on offer here.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Quick onto that in the infield. Tickner has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Going with pace now.
Into the attack.
Edged, unplayable.
Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. A direct hit and this could be gone. There'll be runs here.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've survived.
Drives and misses everything.
Philip is looking good. Found some rhythm, really challenging the batter now.
End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. The Aliens are 7 for 43. Going with spin now.
The new bowler into the attack.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Cornwall from the press box end. Super piece of timing.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Catch it.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Straight to the fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick that up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Nice one.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Perfectly timed.
Trouble. Complete mix-up between these two. Just avoided an embarrassing run-out.
End of the over. The Aliens are 7 for 54. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keepers.
Misjudged that throw, and the batters survive what would have been a certain run out.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keepers.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. A little late on that, no run scored.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Keepers.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Bowlers.
There's a chance if this hits.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
End of the over. 7 off it. Aliens are 7 for 61.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Beaten on the drive. Crying Wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowlers in. Nice one.
The Aliens seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's our 7 for 63.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Keepers.
A golden opportunity wasted. All they had to do was throw it to the right end.
Waiting. Keepers.
That was some good running. Thought about a third, but I think rightly they chose against it.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter, a great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
Edge! What a ball!
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of this quality shouldn't be doing that.
Yep.
Chance to run two.
Keepers.
Nicely ran, working the ball way into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Over. The Aliens are 9 for 69. Huge edge. Huge appeal. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Great bowling, really hitting their straps.
Right out of the middle.
A good way to push up the run rate. They'll be 50 in no time with shots like that.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Misses everything. There'll be one run here for them. Nice solid defensive shot.
Negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Wait on it.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Catch.
Taken! The catch that seals the game, never in doubt.
Victoria get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the game and join us again real soon